Hello, my name is Michele Merxbauer, and I'm the CEO of Spero, a mental and behavioral health center serving Dodge, Steele, and Waseca counties. I'd like to talk a little bit today about leadership and integrity. As the CEO of an agency serving rural Minnesota, I recognize that my largest asset is my employees and therefore the community that we serve. I work hard to instill a sense of integrity in everything we do as an agency. And this starts, of course, at the top with how I do my job and how I interact with my team. Integrity is about our commitment to moral and ethical principles, how we act with honesty and transparency, and then that consistency between our words and our actions. And the reason this is so important is because this is how we instill that trust between our employees of our agency and our leadership. And without that trust, I can't ensure that my employees are feeling secure and safe in the jobs that they do every day. And the jobs that they do are complex and emotional and come with some stress. And the more that I can do to help relieve some of that by providing an environment for them to feel safe and to know that their actions and their words are supported. Leadership with integrity is not easy, and it's not clean, and it's not straightforward. But the more that I can present myself in a transparent model and show accountability for the decisions that we have to make, the greater it is that the employees feel that sense of security and trust in the actions that we do. When we are looking to make change within the organization, whether that is policy development or starting or ending new programming or even opening new offices, we work across the agency to bring our stakeholders to the table. So that's not just our executive leadership team or even our leadership team of directors. We ensure that everybody who is involved has a voice at that table. So a task force internally is going to look like the people who are boots on the ground, our direct line staff, managers, supervisors, leadership, and then we also work really hard to get the input of our consumers as needed and as appropriate to ensure that all those voices and perspectives are heard and represented at the table as those decisions are being made. Sometimes decisions have to be made that are unpopular, but we work hard to ensure that we are getting input about the cause and effect and possible outcomes of all of those decisions. An example of this has been our recent rebrand. We rebranded from South Central Human Relations Center to Spero at the beginning of this year. We had held the South Central name since 1984, and internally people felt very connected to this name. For many, it was the only name they had ever known of our agency. Externally, however, we were often confused with the local insurance company or the technical school in Faribault. And unless if you were directly connected to our resources through the schools or the county, you didn't know who we were. We found that the community was just unaware of who we were and what we did over in our little corner of Owatonna. The rebrand has allowed us to come front and center in the communities that we serve and showcase ourselves in a new light and reach audiences that we haven't been able to reach before. It created a sense of ownership and trust with the employees at Spero. The biggest part of leadership with integrity, I feel, is really that objective decision making and the accountability that comes with it. This leads to increased trust, enhanced employee engagement, which then also leads to greater productivity and revenue, which at the end of the day, even though we are a nonprofit organization, we have to keep those things in mind in order to keep good employees with us. It increases our relationships with each other and with our community, and also sets us up for a long-term success. When people see the accountability and integrity of their leadership, it inspires them to do their jobs in the same manner.